the 2K Sports pregame show, presented by Kia.
Tonight, two teams begin a new journey, the beginning of the NBA regular season.
Yeah.
Hey everybody, Ernie Johnson, joined by my colleague. Tonight we'll see the Denver Nuggets playing against the New Orleans Pelicans at Smoothie King Center. And for New Orleans, this is their first time playing this squad so far this season. Last year, they had a winning record against them, going 2-1. And what a joy to behold opening night of a new NBA season. A fresh start for everybody, including us. Shaq, what are you looking forward to this year?
Well, some of the almost teams that couldn't get over the hump last year, I'm interested already to see if they've taken that next step. It's always interesting to see the young players and how they develop during the offseason. Were you partying or were you practicing?
Ooh, I like the party practice thing, the P or the P. But I tell you what, this is the time of optimism. Everyone says it's a fresh start at 0-0. We should all be in the mix, but that's not reality. But I like the optimism right now. Fantastic.
Yeah, opening night, fresh start. Have you lost weight?
Yes, I have.
You look tremendous.
I really have. Thank you, Ernie.
Shaq, just a physical specimen. That's all I can say.
Was that a low blow, Ernie?
It was not, as a matter of fact. You look great. It's been, we had an off season, and here we are, and you look like you're in game shape.
Because I'm really optimistic about the question. Oh, you throw a big word, I throw a big word. Optimism, optimistic. But it don't matter. It's still a big word.
Okay.
That'll wrap it up as we take you courtside. Thank you so much for joining us. You do. You look great.
And yes, Ernie, I lost 2 pounds over the whole summer.
We've been waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks, everyone, for joining us here in the start of a new season. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. The New Orleans Pelicans preparing to defend home court in this Western Conference battle and going against Denver, their first game of the NBA's regular season. Guys, they came out on top of the season series matchup a season ago, taking 2 of the 3 away from them.
And they won the season series against this club last year, but, then again, so did a lot of other teams.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Harris and Gallinari are the wings. Kenneth Faried is out there with Jokic. And it's Nelson in at point guard.
Thinking about Drew Holiday's size, the one thing you would think about is that he could finish around the rim with great efficiency. That has not always been the case. And I'm sure in the offseason that he's worked on that, trying to finish with contact and improve himself by getting to the free throw line for easy scoring opportunities.
A three-pointer, no good. On defense, New Orleans. We'll go to David Aldridge, who spoke with head coach Alvin Gentry. What's the news there, David?
Well, Kevin, the crucial aspect in his mind is making things tough for them inside. He said they're a physical team, and they bring a lot of intensity. If we don't respond when they push us, we'll just get bullied all game. We're going to get down in the paint tonight, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David.
As soon as Gallinari saw the lane open up, he took it right at the defense and finishes off the style.
There's a screen. Crawford kicks to Davis. From 8, it's good. He makes his first shot of the game. And for Holiday. He can certainly get into the lane, but finishing amidst the tall timber or working himself to the line, that's a big part of it.
You know, in 2015-16, Kevin, he did a better job of getting to the line, but sometimes when you come off of injury, you're a little reticent to go in there and take that kind of contact. As the season goes on, I'd love to see him establishing that confidence again in getting in there.
The Pelicans have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Fires from deep. And it's Jokic with the rebound. The Nuggets have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Jokic sets the screen for Nelson. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Good. And a nice assist from Nelson.
Gary Harris looking comfortable right there from the three-point line. That's becoming a high percentage shot for him.
And Holiday kicks to Cousins. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Cousins has got his second basket of the game.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Good chance you're getting to phase 2 of your defense here as you make adjustments to try and cool him down.
Fareed. He can't get that one. And New Orleans will come the other way. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Stolen by Fareed. Gallinari with it, and Crawford picks him up defensively. Harris misses. Pelicans trail by 4. Holiday dishes to Crawford. Here's Davis. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Davis has got his second bucket of the night.
No amount of D right there is going to stop AD when he's that close to the 10.
So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. You watch Jokic play, and you can see why so many are high on his ability to be a star someday. Brent has all the tools, is a legit 7-footer, and he moves with such ease.
Yeah, Jokic has a nice face-up game and has lateral movement as a big, which is quite impressive. Sense of spacing with his passing is pretty good. His timing on defense is good. Be interesting to see how he develops in the next couple seasons.
So he gets them both.
And what a huge advantage when your bigs can be on the floor to get fouled and shoot free throws.
Outside Holiday. Lets a floater go. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. And the challenge for Jrue Holiday over the last handful of seasons, Brent, has been his health. A stress fracture in his right tibia cost him a lot of games.
Man, it's really hard to establish a rhythm in a game where the coach is telling you we're reaching your limit and they got to pull you out of the game. A former All-Star in Philadelphia, he's a guy they need out on the court, and he needs to continue to produce.
First one falls for him. And Brent, you can feel the electricity here on opening night.
Well, opening night is so special, Kevin. You really treasure them, especially when you're done playing like I do. And great to be sitting next to you here for all this excitement.
Same here. What atmosphere and what a partner. Both free throws good from Holiday.
And for the Pelicans, the way that their roster is constructed, they can play big or small. The question is, which lineup works best? They have players who are great at one end, but can hurt you on the other. That's just a tricky balance.
Now, here is Gallinari. Here's Fareed. And again, Denver no good.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
The only way you're going to challenge him in that situation, you have to attack with more power.
And the Pelicans can load up in the middle. They can space the floor. Brent, what do you think suits them the best?
Well, you always look at the matchup first, Kevin, but ultimately a team has to become very confident in what it is that they can do and not concern themselves with the other team. I think they're best at spacing the floor and using Anthony Davis's quickness on the perimeter and in the transition game to really take it at teams. Well, he has a great ability to lead his man with the pass, puts him in great position to score.
And Holiday kicks to Cousins. Davis sets a screen. Gallinari with the rebound. Denver in the lead. Pass to Harris. For 3. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris.
And let's take a look now. Anthony Davis's numbers. Last season, he played outstanding. Last year, averaging 24 points per, 10 rebounds, and just over 2 blocks. And his defensive presence inside, not to be overlooked. He builds a wall around the basket.
And good that time.
Defense maybe got away with a foul there, but AD too good for their best efforts with that shot.
Harris outside. Here's Jokic. Good. And Harris gets the assist.
And a big height advantage right there.
And sometimes it's not just the height, it's the flow in the shooting motion. Extremely effective from the mid-range.
Crawford kicks to Davis. Outside Holiday. Davis sets a screen. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
You know, you think about Demarcus Cousins. Every time you feel like he's kind of nearing his ceiling, he just explodes through it. I mean, some of the stat lines he put up, they're legendary. And if he weren't already difficult enough to defend, last year he added the ability to stroke that three-pointer. I mean, you're talking about a 7-footer with the complete repertoire on the offensive end.
And talking about Cousins' new outside shot, he hadn't taken more than 22 three-pointers in an entire season before last year. Wow, quite a change.
Yeah, everything Cousins is doing skill-wise on the money. Maybe you'd like for him to shoot for a higher field goal percentage, but that could be nitpicky. The important thing is the total effect he has on his team.
Nelson, the pass to Gallinari. Back to Nelson. Here's Jokic. And the rejection by Cousins. 4 on the shot clock. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
It looked like he was in rhythm to shoot that one, guys, especially as open as he was. Just clanged it.
A nice shot by Pondexter.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Now here is Harris. 8 points for him. Nelson with a screen on Crawford. Jokic sets the screen for Harris. Lets the 3 fly. Drills the three-pointer.
Timeout.
Harris has got 11 points.
Yeah, got to feel good about the way you started this one, guys, as he is making almost everything out there and giving his team a good, solid boost. And Gary Harris is a guy who I feel is just taking strides. A little undersized as a 2-guard in this modern NBA. Needs to work on his range, but can play a little bit above his listed height. He is very fearless when he goes inside trying to attack the rim.
Here on the 2K leaderboard are the rebounding leaders from a season ago. 5th on the list, Demarcus Cousins.
What a season he had in the paint. I mean, his rebounding numbers really mind-boggling. Who wouldn't love to have a guy like that?
The Pelicans trail. And talking about Gary Harris, who played a while at Michigan State, listed at 6'4", but you'll see him going up over 2 or even 3 defenders in the lane.
Well, that just tells me, Kevin, he's got extreme confidence in his ability. Reminds me a bit size-wise of Dwayne Wade, and he does the same sort of things in attacking the rim. Very efficient in the offensive zone when he gets in there.
Nuggets have gone 7 of 15 from the field to this point. Screen by Fareed. Jokic kicks to Nelson. From outside the arc, another 3 for Denver.
This has been a thriller. You cannot say enough about the way these two teams have competed.
I'm just impressed by sheer relentlessness these teams are showing. Neither side giving an inch.
And here's Holiday following the 3 from Jameer Nelson. From the arc. The shot by Holiday, no good. Nelson against Holiday. Gallinari dishes to Fareed. Nelson, the pass to Harris. Holiday brings the double team. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Jokic. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
Denver shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great. About 77% as a team.
The first one falls. And the league is in transition, a healthy debate about who is the league's best player. I'll pose this question to you. If you were going to pick one player, who would it be?
Well, LeBron James is undoubtedly still the best player in the NBA. And if you haven't watched the past 2 NBA finals, shame on you.
Because he has been historically good in both.
Well, by the time it's all said and done, we've got 4 or 5 years still of LeBron doing what it is that he's done and marching up these incredible ladders, all the statistical significance and history that he's setting. But if we look at some of the young players, Kevin, the interesting debate will be, will Karl Anthony Towns or Anthony Davis be the guy moving forward? I think you'd find it interesting if you took a poll as to which coaches would take which player first. I think you'd be surprised at those results.
Are you saying Towns?
I might say Karl Anthony Towns.
I know. See the smile on your face. And the Pelicans making a change here. Cunningham's checked in. In watching Will Barton play, or rather as he's known, the people's champ, you know, Brent, you have to love the energy and aggression that he plays with whenever he's out there on the floor.
Well, there's something about the blue-collar player, Kevin, that I think everybody who's a fan of the game always is attracted to. That's what Will Barton does. Very easy to cheer for, and he gives you everything he's got every night.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Chandler against Hill. Back to Moore. A 3-ball. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Moore's got the game tied up here for the Pelicans.
Not much defense to speak of yet here, guys.
Well, both O's are executing at very high levels, but it's early. We'll see if that continues.
Now here's Chandler. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Here's Barton. Rebounded by Moore.
I'm surprised he didn't try to knife through the open lane there. He has to be more aggressive next time in attacking the defense.
Hill, no good. Denver's gone 4-7 from 3-point range so far in the first. Murray kicks to Plumlee. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's on Monty Eunice.
And Mason Plumlee, one of the better finishers in the league, especially when he gets a little room for a launch pad. He gets explosive. His offensive game mostly limited to shots at the rim, so effective on the roll when he does make the screen.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. And Plumlee still developing, Brent, his shooting touch. His free throw percentage, that's another area for improvement.
Yeah, a little in-between jumper for Mason Plumlee wouldn't hurt his offensive repertoire either. He's made impressive strides as a passer, though. That's one thing the coaches have remarked about. Inside making decisions for a big man for offensive continuity.
And the second free throw, good.
Still hard to watch the Denver Nuggets and not be reminded of one of their biggest upsets of all time, beating the #1 seed Sonics as the 8th seed in 1994. Mutombo lying on the ground, clutching the ball. Certainly a memorable playoff upset.
And that one's good. Barton.
And Will Barton looks comfortable there down on the inside with the shot.
New Orleans has gone 2 of 5 from 3-point land here in the first quarter. Here is Cunningham. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. To the paint. Here's Moore. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And just thinking about that 1994 upset with the Nuggets, that is probably one of the biggest, if not the biggest moments in franchise history.
Oh, I can see it now. Mutombo laying on the deck, clutching the ball with 2 hands, and maniacally laughing in the air. Yeah, absolutely. That's what you point to. It's one of the best moments in NBA history, in my opinion. Sorry about that, Seattle.
No good on that one. can't make the second free throw either. Listen both.
Well, Mike Malone is all about business and the business of defense, holding his team accountable for how they play on that end of the floor. He also wants his team to be very strong on the glass, which they tend to be. A defensive stop doesn't become one until you get the rebound.
Now here's Chandler. There's the triple. Drills it from outside. And it's a 4-point Nugget lead.
You really have to challenge him when he lines up from deep, or he's going to bury you.
Moore against Barton. There's a minute 40 left in the first quarter of the game. And stolen by Barton. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Here's Hernan Gomez. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. A chance here to assess what parts of the floor the attempts have been coming from as we look at the shot chart for the Pelicans.
And they've really shied away from the mid-range. That's a new school style, and looking for shots beyond the arc and at the rim. Those tend to be far more efficient.
And that one misses. Going back to Malone, he's known for being a strong defensive coach. Brent made his name for himself when he first started in the league in that category.
Well, I think Coach Malone realizes, Kevin, that on a nightly basis, the shooting can come and the shooting can go. But what you can rely on is your defensive effort and the presence on that end of the floor. So he continues to demand effort and energy from these young Nugget players. And look, the Pelicans are a solid offensive team. That's not where the problems have been. One of the best teams in the league as far as taking care of the basketball.
Yep, that one goes in there.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Chandler kicks to Murray. Plumlee against Modi Eunice. Plumlee dishes to Murray. And another miss by Denver. And the Pelicans above average in their three-point percentage. They'd like to get even better there.
Well, when you have a star that's going to command a massive amount of attention in Anthony Davis, you need to space the floor with shooters and make sure that those guys are consistent in their spot-up game. I think that's how they take the next step, is at that end of the floor.
Modi Eunice's shot is good.
Good eyes, found the open man and delivered an accurate pass.
Murray kicks to Chandler. 27 seconds left here in the first quarter. Hernan Gomez, no good.
Well, he's usually not up for much physical contact, but that time tried to knife his way in there through the defense and finish at the rim.
Now here's Frazier. There's a screen by Modi Eunice. Moore.
And a masterful defensive job by Barton as the shot's going up. That length certainly can alter some shots if used correctly.
Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. The Nuggets on top. They lead by 1. From New Orleans, back in a moment. And one of the rising stars in the NBA is Anthony Davis. His offensive game is growing by leaps and bounds, and he talked about his area of focus.
A lot of face-up, like he do the one dribble pull-up. You like to do the one dribble, fade back off one leg. I haven't got there yet, but catching the ball at the elbow, catching the ball at the nail.
Well, I tell you, you could be here an awfully long time if we're going to list all the different moves Anthony Davis can hurt you with.
Yeah, the Brow definitely has the full toolkit available to him. Tools a lot of guys don't learn to use till much later in their careers, really, if at all.
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And from what we've been watching, guys, with the Nuggets, what are you seeing out there?
The roof is up right now, guys. It's raining in here. A lot of threes through the first.
And you get into that kind of zone, that's the feeling where you're invincible and it gets fun.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So on the floor for Denver, Wilson Chandler out there with Plumlee. Then it's Will Barton. Then it's Jameer Nelson. And it's Jokic in at the 5, roaming the paint. Shot is good, and the Nugget lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Frazier.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
16 feet away. That one goes in. Jokic has got 7 points in the game.
I'm not sure why anyone would leave him alone at that range. Head scratcher.
Outside, Davis. Back to Frazier. That's in there. Davis with the assist. He has 6.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Kenneth Faried, and call him Kenneth. He gets mad when you say Ken. He's the manimal, one of the best rebounders in the league. He plays with a tremendous motor. But Faried said, I never looked at myself as just an energy player. I just have a lot more passion than other people in the league. And I play hard. I have talent and passion. Kevin?
A key player for Team USA gold medal in 2014. Thanks, D.A. Quincy Pondexter is checked in for New Orleans. Holiday comes in for Tim Frazier. Here's Cousins. Davis sets a screen. 5 on the clock. Moore passes to Davis. And you look at Anthony Davis's offensive game, a very capable ball handler. But you know what, Brent? He scores best playing off the ball sometimes, catching and making plays inside.
Well, I love his decision-making right there in that instance because he rarely takes bad shots. Maybe one of the most underrated parts of his game is that he just doesn't turn the ball over very much. And for a high usage rate guy, that's impressive stuff.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. Jordan Crawford's checked in for E'Twaun Moore. And Denver with a change here, too. Harris is checked in. And he can't hit the second. There's been a lot of debate back and forth about the intentional fouling of poor free throw shooters. We've talked about this before, but it seems like, Brent, we saw it more than ever over the last year and a half, last 2 seasons.
Again, I think the league is going to take a long look at some of the things they can do to alter the intentional foul rule towards the end of the games. There's been a lot of talk about the international way where it's always a technical foul, and that may help out the league and discourage coaches from slowing down the game. But it's up to the commissioner's office to explore it, and we'll see what they can come up with.
Of course, you always like coaches to use strategy. It does force them to use strategy because it affects the numbers and the way teams will be played.
Look, Kevin, every single coach that talks about the intentional foul rule says that they don't like to do it, but if it's well within their rules to get a possession where they can put a poor foul shooter at the free throw line, stop some kind of offensive momentum, and make sure they dictate tempo by fouling a player on the floor, as long as it's available to them, they're going to use it.
And here's Holiday following the 3 from Jameer Nelson. And Davis can't get it to go. Gallinari on the wing. Back to Chandler. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And checking out some stats for Jokic. Good season for him last year. Averaged 10 points per game, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists. And for a reserve big man, not a big drop-off when he checks in the game.
Free throw good, Wilson Chandler. Both good from the line that time.
Well, the Denver Nuggets franchise still mining for their first NBA title. They've had some very good teams, but have yet to make it to the finals. They did make it to the ABA finals back in '76. Still, these fans have yet to have a team win the West. He's one of those guys the defense always has to watch out for. Burned him there.
Nelson outside. Dishes to Harris. And another miss by Denver. And the Nuggets and their lack of making it to the finals. The team has been in the NBA since 1977, Brent. They've had some great teams, though, along the way.
Yeah, the Nuggets have not had tremendous team success, and you have to look back recently at the mellow years with Chauncey Billups and even Allen Iverson on those squad. And back in the 80s with Alex English and Kiki Vandeweghe and Dan Issel. Still a team starved for success.
That free throw missing. Fareed's checked in for Denver. And he sinks the second.
The unfortunate thing for the Pelicans franchise is that injuries has been a constant for them the past few years. It's hard to explain, and it's been a real buzzkill for a team that was expected to become a factor in the Western Conference.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Pondexter from outside. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got his 6th assist on the night.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Now here is Harris. 11 points in the game. Off the screen. Harris missing again. The kind of injuries that the Pelicans have endured, Brent, would hamper any team, but it's only served to highlight their lack of depth.
Well, when you have the backup to the starter get hurt, I don't know where else you go. I mean, they brought in some D-League guys, tried out some free agents last year and gave them some shots at some 10 days to see if they could find something that was going to work. So they have to have the health, Kevin, before they're going to move forward, and we can even start to talk about secondary moves.
2 shots.
And that one falls for Anthony Davis. Well, not too many current or former NBA players can say this, but you can, Brent. You've been in a movie. How was it getting involved in the Jerry Maguire movie? And do you have any more plans to be on the big screen?
I have more plans to go to movies, Kevin, than to be in the movies. Somehow, some way, I got a phone call from somebody that said, we need you to come down here. And I know the backstory to it. Cameron Crowe is from Seattle. I met Cameron Crowe several times. And he said, Brent, I got a part for a basketball player. How about a movie? I said, cool. Then he said, how about a movie with Tom Cruise? I said, even better. And then he said, how about a movie about a sports agent with Tom Cruise and you'll be in the scene with him? And I said, what time?
How many lines did you have in that movie?
Oh, I nailed it. One line, Kevin. One line, one take, Jake. And there was a kid there that was in the same scene. It was about signing some basketball cards. And the little boy was suffering from a cold that day. And Tom Cruise could not have been nicer. In fact, gave the kid some cleanup.
That's a great story.
And he just big boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
Nelson against Holiday. Screen by Fareed. And Gallinari kicks to Jokic, and he makes that one.
Solid look inside. That's the range you want to operate from.
And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight. And the free throw, no good. Well, the Nuggets have been a force on the offensive glass for quite some time, and you know what, Brent, last year was no different.
Well, interesting, Kevin, because in the modern game, a lot of teams shying away from sending multiple players into offensive rebound as it affects your transition defense and your ability to set up. So we'll see if that trend continues for the Nuggets, but they do have quick athletic guards that can punish you on the glass.
Now here is Harris, following the miss by Demarcus Cousins. Clock is at 3. With the second effort, and stolen by Cousins. It's Crawford on the wing. Guarded by Harris. Pass to Holiday. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Davis. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets.
And here we can check out the story on Demarcus Cousins. Great showing for him last season. 4th in scoring, 5th in rebounding, and he's a shot blocker as well. Top 20 in that category last season. Great timing and challenges at the rim.
The Nuggets trail by 5. Taken away by Holiday. And now the Pelicans on the break. Holiday with the ball. Crawford, no luck. Nuggets have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Nelson, the pass to Jokic. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Well, the Nuggets are in a position right now where they're mining for gold with their youth. They've made sure to keep their picks most seasons, and it's paid off. Found great value at different times in the first round of the NBA draft.
And with the Nuggets, certainly Moutier is the first name you notice, but Brent, getting a player like Jokic in the second round was huge.
That's what this franchise and others that have struggled to make the playoffs consistently are always looking for, is a late gem in the second round, and they got it in Jokic. Well, the Nuggets have some interesting ways to go with their roster right now, but they're taking the right approach, in my opinion, and developing some very interesting young potential.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Pelicans leading by 3. Crawford with the ball. Picked up by Harris. Crawford up top. Harris against Howard. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It goes on Kenneth Faried. And Brent, you remember when Anthony Davis came into the league, the only question mark was his slender frame. Those days are over.
Well, when he turned sideways his rookie year, you couldn't find him, but he's put on 30 pounds of muscle and has still retained all of that quickness. So that's a testament to the training staff as well as his discipline and commitment in the offseason to get better. Remember, he's working on that three-point shot, Kevin. Imagine that when that comes along.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
So he gets them both. The Nuggets trail by 5. Now Murray looking for his first basket still in this one. Harris. They get it back. Shots good by Hernan Gomez.
Yeah, getting after it right now. You love the passion and desire on that play. Excellent rebound and then the stick back.
Eunice dishes to Crawford. Feeds it to Davis. From downtown, here's Eunice, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. Eunice has got the lead up to 5 now for New Orleans. For Denver, they've gone 6 of 11 from the floor, over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. Crawford outside. And Holiday kicks to Davis. Davis with a screen on Harris. Shot clock at 6. And shot on the way. Crawford, no luck. The Nuggets trail by 5. Fareed outside. They set the pick. Harris up top. All sorts of time. That one wide left.
And he's clearly just disappeared here this quarter, not making any contributions here with his offense.
Feels like he's compounding mistakes too, because every miss makes him want to force something else. Not the best idea.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Gallinari, a screen on Holiday. Here's Murray. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Well, some good interior crucial points here as Murray's staying active in the paint.
Holiday, the pass to Crawford. Montiunas kicks to Holiday. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Let's take a look at last year's leading shot blockers. You don't want one of these guys in front of you when you're coming down the lane. Fourth, Anthony Davis.
And shot blocking is the element of the game that I think he cares about the most. That's where he puts in that effort and energy.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Hill, he's checked in for New Orleans. Etwan Moore comes in for Jordan Crawford. Denver also making some changes. Plumlee comes in for Kenneth Fareed. And Barton subbed in for Gary Harris. Both free throws good from Holiday. Coach Alvin Gentry, an assistant for the Warriors in their title run in 2015. And Brent, there was a lot of excitement and anticipation around him coming to New Orleans.
I don't even think about last year for Alvin Gentry as a full season in the NBA. And he had none of his players in training camp. Most of them hurt throughout the course of the year. And Anthony Davis really taking on a load that maybe he shouldn't have after a career year, the one before. So this year really starts, to me, in my opinion, what Alvin Gentry could mean for the Pelicans.
Here's Hill, following the score by Jamal Murray. Herman Gomez grabs the miss. Gallinari against Hill. Denver passing it around. Plumlee dishes to Gallinari. Barton outside. Pulls up on the wing. Not enough on that one as it misses.
You can't fault him for taking the open look, guys. Just didn't go in for him. But, you know, he'll look to shoot that one again.
And it's Moore penetrating. Yep, that one goes. Moore's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Enjoyed that unselfish play from Holiday for that swing pass to the open teammate.
Gallinari kicks to Plumlee. Got a piece of it. And that'll be Denver as it goes out of bounds. Nuggets retain possession. Frazier, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Wilson Chandler's checked in for Denver. .157 left to play here in the half. Here's Plumlee. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Here is Cunningham. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. There's a screen by Montiunas. Puts up a 3. He doesn't hit that one. And it's Denver the other way. Barton passes to Murray. And here is Chandler. He has 7. Kicks it to Murray. Clock at 6. At 3 off the mark. Pelicans leading by 5. Here's Hill. Another shot. Sweet move. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
One shot.
Free throw drops for Hill. The Nuggets trail by 8. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Plumlee, no luck.
The defense arrived just in the nick of time to throw him off there. So fortunate he missed that one, guys.
Frazier kicks to Motiejunas. More in the corner. There's a screen by Motiejunas. To the paint. Here's Cunningham. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And Cunningham is just an athletic big man who knows how to get to the free throw line.
It's his first trip to the line. That one is off. No good at the stripe this time. And second misses also. And Mason Plumlee, 6'11", very athletic, but despite that, he's not a big-time rim protector.
No, but he is very mobile, and if he can get his body in front of guys who are attacking the rim, he can certainly be a disturbance in there. You ask the scouts, he's improved quite a bit defensively over the past couple seasons.
Moore with the bucket.
A bad shot, good result.
Yeah, the shot clock's off. This could be the last possession of the quarter.
It will be if they play this right. Definitely should hold it for the last shot.
Chandler outside. That shot, no good.
Well, he really T-Rexed that one, guys, short-arming it. He should have taken more time to make sure he was comfortable shooting.
And so that brings the first half to a close. Pelicans lead by 7. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Hey, Jameer, what needs to change in the second half?
I mean, we got to obviously keep them off the offensive boards. We're making a lot of mistakes, a lot of careless mistakes, things that we could change. But it's up to us to change them. Coach can't draw up something on that board that's going to change that. We have to come with effort, but we have to play smart. We can't go out there and lose our mind when we try to play hard. Definitely need to pick it up. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we're halfway through this one. The new NBA season getting underway. I'm Ernie Johnson. Got Kenny the Jet Smith. Got Shaquille. A tremendous game we're seeing from Anthony Davis. He ended up with 17 points, 2 assists, and 4 rebounds. In their previous game, he had a performance he said he wanted to put behind him quickly. And so far, he's doing just that with the nice first half he had here. What did you think, Shaq, about New Orleans?
Well, it was an unselfish, team-oriented half of basketball. The ball never stopped moving. Their offense had a great flow to it. It prevented anyone from getting lazy out there. They're always moving, cutting, knowing where they need to pass the ball, Ernie.
And over to Kenny. What did you think about Denver?
Well, I think they could be way more physical than they have been in the first half. Their defense gave up way too many easy looks, and that kind of defense will turn to a loss any night.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway. We'll see you after the game.
A view from the sky above of this lovely city as we make our return to New Orleans, Louisiana. Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. You look at Anthony Davis in this game, he's been everywhere.
I know we've said this many times before, but what a great first half. Just an offensive juggernaut.
Well, none of the defenders can stay with him in one-on-one situations. Even the team defense breaks down if he's in attack mode.
The Nuggets trail by 7. Pondexter and Davis fill up the forward slots. Holiday out there with Jordan Crawford. And it's Moniunas in at the 5, down low. That's the Pelicans 5.
So much talk about Gallinari and his size and skill as a shooter. But one of the big reasons why his game can expand is the fact that he can attack the rim and do it more frequently. Shows no fear when he goes inside to try and find his way to the free throw line.
For Denver, they have made 10 of their 14 tries at the free throw line in the game. First free throw is good. And Brett, you mentioned the fouls that Gallinari draws. He's nearly double the amount of free throw attempts he gets now compared to the early part of his career.
I believe that to be a conscious decision from Danilo to not settle for the three-point ball. And again, Kevin, after years in the league, you find ways where you can be effective as a scorer. That doesn't mean just shooting threes. It means getting to the free throw line.
Gallinari hits them both.
Smooth stroke at the line. He shows that time and time again.
Outside Holiday. They set the pick. And it's Pondexter, top of the key. Shot clock at 6. Here's Davis. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Jokic sets the screen for Nelson. Passes it to Jokic. Gallinari outside. From deep. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Cousins has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Holiday dishes to Crawford. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Harris. And the foul goes on Jordan Crawford. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
The Nuggets trail by 7. Fareed, a screen on Holiday. For 3, Nelson buries the long-range jumper. Nelson's got 9.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And Holiday kicks to Davis. Crawford passes to Cousins. 7-foot shot. Shoots inside. A second chance effort. And he comes up with the deuce. 21 points for Davis.
Man, his shot on target, guys. They have the lead right now, primarily because of his effort.
Nelson against Holiday. Nelson dishes to Gallinari. Fareed outside. Harris up top, guarded by Crawford. And it's Harris off the drive. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Pelicans leading by 6. Outside Holiday. There's the screen. He dishes it to Crawford. Fires from deep. Here's Davis. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It goes on Kenneth Fareed.
Outstanding job by AD to get close to the basket, get the ball in great position, and force the defense to resort to fouling him.
This will make 4 trips to the line so far in the game. And he knocks down the first one. And both free throws good for Davis. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Harris kicks to Nelson. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
That was all about the unselfishness on display there from Harris. Great job, him passing the ball.
Free throw drops for Nelson. Here's Holiday. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. The dish to Davis. Here's Pondexter. A beautiful reverse layup. Pondexter's got 9.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Fareed setting the pick for Nelson. Screen by Fareed. Lets it go with a 3. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
Can't get anything to drop. I mean, the way he's going, it's probably not something he should try and shoot his way out of.
Can't keep forcing things when you're not in a great rhythm. Move the ball.
Nelson against Holiday. There's the 3. Pelicans pull it in. Davis has got 7 rebounds in the game. Pondexter the pass to Davis. And Holiday kicks to Davis. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Here's Cousins. And the ball travels out of his hands. It was last touched by Jokic. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. That pushes it to double digits. And now an 11-point New Orleans lead.
Well, the defense was all over Holiday there, but shooting window was open.
Denver calls timeout.
Started.
And a look now at the various locations of the shots taken so far.
And as this chart shows, things just aren't falling for him like they usually do. He isn't ice cold, but nothing is falling his way, and he's become an inefficient source of points for his team.
Nelson outside. Cuts off the pass. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And there's Davis. That's good on the assist by Pondexter. 25 points for Anthony Davis.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Nelson outside. There's the pass to Jokic. Jokic sets the screen for Harris. 6 on the shot clock. The Nuggets with another miss.
You know, looking at his release and his form, it just seems like something is off, and it's affecting both his shot and at this point his confidence. Just not his night so far, guys.
Now here is Harris following the shot by Drew Holiday. Fareed dishes to Nelson. Fareed a screen on Holiday. Nelson the pass to Fareed.
And interesting, Kevin, the 6'8" manimal Kenneth Fareed plays a lot bigger. You know, he has a standing reach that's 3 inches higher than Blake Griffin's, but more than anything, it's his athleticism and tremendous hustle that makes him such an imposing presence.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good from Kenneth Fareed.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Monty Eunice has checked in. Both free throws good from Kenneth Fareed. Pelicans leading by 11. Crawford with the ball. And Holiday kicks to Moniunas. The feed to Crawford. There's a screen by Moniunas. Crawford dishes to Davis. 4 on the shot clock. Holiday with the 3. Oh, good on that one. Now Denver takes it the other way. And Brent, Fareed became a star as the starting power forward for Team USA, winning them gold in Spain in 2014.
Well, also Kevin selected to the all-tournament team, so what a tremendous honor internationally, playing alongside all those great scorers. Fareed's relentless work during the tournament really drawing a lot of attention. It helped him earn a 4-year, $50 million contract from the Denver Nuggets.
Here's Holiday. Gary Harris making his last shot. Holiday, the pass to Moniunas.
Taking a look here at numbers for Gallinari. Last year, getting it done. Last season put up about 19 points per, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he was their top scorer throughout last season.
And the first one at the line is good. When you look at the growth of the game internationally, you have some that say the system of development is better abroad in Europe than other countries. What do you think?
Well, the club system, Kevin, over there, and having a player involved at the age of 12 years old all the way up to 20 years old, playing with your same countrymen, being pushed around by professionals, getting professional coaching, and the type of practice regimen that they have. Most of the time, 2-a-days practice for most of the season, that's going to get you in pretty good shape and teach you the fundamentals of the game.
And a lot of those fundamentals, a lot of those practices were established by former coaches from this country that would go over there and hold these summer camps.
That's right. A lot of them implemented what they learned from the coaches from the United States and then took them to the next level. And again, a lot of those coaches who travel from the United States to Europe really were instrumental in what it is that has now become the European development of basketball.
And they're just raining threes on both ends.
It's one of those things, the team hits from downtown, the other side immediately wants to get back those points.
Jokic, offensive rebound. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Fareed's got 4 this quarter.
And that's just really a stellar job by Fareed to come away with the rebound, tirelessly working for the offensive board.
Here's Moniunas. 8 points for him. Davis kicks to Pondexter. Frazier with it. Now guarded by Fareed. 3-pointer, Pondexter. Rebound by the Nuggets. Fareed's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Barton against Moore, and that one's good. Barton.
Those are practice shots for Will Barton, consistent scorer from that area.
Pelicans leading by 6. Frazier dishes to Pondexter. Davis, the pass to Pondexter. He gets that one. Hill, he's checked in for Davis. Free throw good, Pondexter.
And they didn't shoot it very well from the line in the first half, but they've gotten much better since halftime, and it's helped them to secure the lead.
Now here's Murray. Plumlee in the high post. Chandler kicks to Barton. Chandler goes in. These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. Free throw good, Wilson Chandler. Cunningham, he's checked in for the Pelicans. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here is Frazier. 6 points for him. Inside, here's Moniunas. Good, and it's Frazier who picks up the assist. Frazier's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Sometimes it's worth it to find a sliver. Excellent pass there.
Murray kicks to Barton. Moniunas grabs the miss. Moniunas has got his 3rd rebound on the night.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Cunningham's shot is off.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Pass to Murray. Back to Barton. Puts it up. Barton missing again.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, you want your guys to attack with confidence, but that's just a bad look.
Now here's Frazier. Moore outside. Frazier with a screen on Barton. For 3, Hill connects from 3-point range. And it's a 12-point Pelican lead.
The pick definitely could have been better, didn't fully commit to it, but it was still just enough to get his teammate enough room to knock down the shot.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
Way too many shots in close, and he's got to get his guys to cut that down in terms of points in the paint.
Yeah, maybe these matchups aren't the best for his defense. I'm sure he's taking a long look right now at the bench to find some answers.
New Orleans making a switch here. Cousins is checked in, and Denver also making a switch. Jokic is checked in. Now here's Murray. Frazier covering. And pushing it up. Here's New Orleans. Tries it from 9. And it's Jokic with the rebound. The Nuggets trail by 12. Chandler kicks to Murray. He feeds it to Plumlee. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Plumlee with a screen on Frazier. Murray. And again, Denver no good.
Shocking he blew that opportunity, guys. 9 times out of 10, that is an easy make.
Dishes it to Cousins. Pulls up on the elbow. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Barton kicks to Plumlee. To the middle. Tries it from 9. Jokic, no good.
Well, he makes the big bucks because he's expected to knock those shots down. The D was there, but that's no excuse. He has to hit those shots.
Hill dishes to Moore. It's back to Hill. Shot clock at 6. Puts it up. And that one comes up a bit short. The Nuggets trail by 12. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Now here's Murray. Here's Jokic. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
This will be his 5th trip to the free throw line.
And I like what he did at the line a season ago. How about 81%?
Free throw, good. Jokic. Pelicans leading by 9. Moore outside. It's Hill on the wing. He's guarded by Chandler. Moore passes to Cousins. And it's Denver with the rebound. Plumlee's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Demarcus Cousins, such a polarizing figure for coaches and fans alike. And This is dating back to his college days, even at Kentucky.
Yeah, maturing some, but obviously that fire burns bright within him. His passion is what helps fuel that production, especially when you start comparing him to other true centers.
Screen by Cousins. Hill kicks to Frazier. Moore in the corner. He's looking for Cousins and finds him. The three. No good from Moore. The Nuggets trail by 7. Chandler dishes to Barton. Down low. Cousins, and the foul called on Demarcus Cousins. That's it for him. He's fouled out. Now we'll go to the line for 2.
And he has to take that long, slow walk back to the bench here. He'll watch the rest of this one from the sideline.
New Orleans making some changes here. Anthony Davis comes in for Demarcus Cousins, and Jordan Crawford is subbed in for Hill.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Chandler hits them both. We've got 33 seconds left in the third.
They have a 2-for-1 situation if they go quick.
Yeah, real quick. They got to get a shot off almost right away.
Crawford kicks to Monteunus. Moore inside. Chandler on him. They get the rebound. Back to Monteunus. Pass to Frazier. Monteunus kicks to Davis. Crawford passes to Davis. And Davis throws it down.
And Davis is getting every shot he wants out there. It could be a very, very special night for him at this rate.
Got it! No way! Got it! What a shot!
Wow, what a miracle heave to finish off the quarter. How'd he get that one to go?
He's excited.
Let's take a listen now to Alvin Gentry.
All right, guys, remember what we said now. Hey, play our basketball. We've been doing a great job, so let's keep it up, okay? Let's go now.
Alvin Gentry has found an identity that's working, and that makes everything a lot easier on both ends.
And collectively, you really need to remember what that feels like so you can recapture it if and when things start to get a little shaky. You want to be able to trust in who you are.
We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. And Denver will start the fourth quarter with Chandler and Fareed are at the forward spots. Bill Barton is out there with Nelson, and it's Plumlee in at the center filling out the middle.
Well, he made 1 3 in the first half, but he hasn't found a way to connect again from outside during the second.
Nelson, no luck. Pelicans leading by 4. Now Pondexter. He kicks it to Holiday. Just 5 on the clock. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. Holiday's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Pelicans. Nelson dishes to Chandler. Feeds it to Fareed. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Lets it fly. Plumlee, no luck. The Pelicans shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? Outside Holiday. Here's Davis. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. That's 29 points for Anthony Davis.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Barton kicks to Nelson. Plumlee with the screen. Chandler inside the line. And again, Denver no good.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. And that sends Anthony Davis to the free throw line. It's going to be on Mason Plumlee. Omer Ashe, he's checked in for Monty Eunice. And a switcher also for Denver. Harris is checked in for Barton. And that one falls for Anthony Davis.
And good job bringing that free throw percentage up here in the second half. Doing a great job at the line.
Nelson, the pass to Fareed. Harris outside. Kicks to Chandler. Shot to stop the run. Chandler with another miss.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. It's good. Holiday's got 4 this quarter.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Denver calls timeout. Ajinça has checked in for New Orleans. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I was able to catch what Mike Malone said to his team. He was not pleased. He said, "You guys look dead out there." Told them they've got to play with more activity. And then he said, "This is not going to cut it. I have to see who's going to step it up, guys."
Really no excuse for him missing that one, guys. He has to knock that shot down.
Chandler with the steal. Passes to Plumlee. He dishes it to Harris. Screen by Fareed. Harris with it. And Crawford picks him up defensively.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And Holiday kicks to Ajinça. Back to Holiday. Davis sets a screen. Left block shot on the way. No good that time. Now Denver takes it the other way. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again.
Terrific work inside from Gary Harris. Not used to saying that. Does a fantastic job of backing down the defense and putting his will on his shoulders.
They set the pick. Holiday goes in. And it's good. Through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
That's his 3rd person. New Orleans making a switch here. Monty Eunice is checked in. Gallinari, he's checked in for Denver. And that one falls for Anthony Davis.
And one difference this half is that when they get to the line, they're converting.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Nelson dishes to Harris. To the inside. Shot clock at 5. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
That's one of the best ways to keep Plumlee from scoring. Send him to the free throw line.
And he can't get the first one. Good on the second free throw.
Well, a former 5-star recruit, won a championship in college. Plumlee still finding his way a little bit here in the pros.
There's a screen by Motiejunas. And Holiday kicks to Davis. And again, no good by New Orleans. The Nuggets trail by 13. Fareed the pass to Gallinari. Plumlee in the post. He's guarded by Davis.
Oh, nicely done. Finding good opportunities inside. Priority one.
For New Orleans, they've gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line. And that sends Motiejunas to the free throw line. It's going to be on Mason Plumlee.
One shot, find the lanes.
The free throw drops for Motiejunas.
And this team will make you pay when they get chances at the free throw line. It's helped them pull ahead here today.
Now the dish to Plumlee. Now the pass to Gallinari. Denver passing it around. That's in, and the Pelican lead is cut down now to just 12 points with the basket from Fareed.
And you got to love the aggressive attitude by Fareed there, knowing that no one could guard him down low.
Moment here now for an injury report. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge for an update on Demarcus Cousins. David?
Kevin, I caught up with the head athletic trainer for the Pelicans. Unfortunately, it sounds like a very serious injury. That is a bitter pill for them to swallow so early in the season. It clearly changes the look of this team going forward, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Boy, you always hate to see anyone ever deal with any sort of injury.
And almost for every player, it's inevitable. I mean, injuries are going to happen no matter how well you take care of yourself.
Well, for how hard he competes in the game, you know he's going to do just the same when it comes to rehab. He may recover faster than most because of it.
Jokic has checked in for Plumlee. Hard to believe that Kenneth Fareed was taken 22nd in the draft class of 2011, and he's been a solid player ever since he came into the NBA.
Another one of those players, Kevin, you could classify as just because of his size he was overlooked, but his ability to muscle in and really outwork everybody makes up for that lack of size. Not your prototypical power forward, but he can hold his own.
Now here is Nelson following the shot by Drew Holiday. Fareed setting the pick for Gallinari. Back to Fareed, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. And you have to feel good about seeing Gallinari out there healthy. He's missed so much time in his career, Brent, due to injuries that you just can't prepare for.
I mean, imagine in the prime of your playing career to miss an entire season. He came back better than ever from his knee surgery, and you always wonder if players returning from such injuries will be more cautious with their play. It's interesting to see Gallinari regaining that confidence and form.
He's off on the second. Pelicans leading by 12. Three-pointer, Pondexter. Kenneth Fareed grabs the board. Denver's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Jokic, the basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Really led his teammate there. Never once did he have to break his stride or momentum.
New Orleans gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Here's Davis, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Well, if you watch Gary Harris out on the court, you can see he's always active, very much looking for a chance to create a play or take advantage of an opportunity.
It'll be interesting for Gary Harris as the game settles down for him, the type of numbers on a consistent basis he'll be able to put up. Always a very mindful player of the space around him and can do a multitude of things.
And that one falls for Anthony Davis. And so Anthony Davis nails both of them. The Nuggets trail by 11. Pass to Jokic. Screen by Fareed. Jokic kicks to Harris. To the middle. 6 on the shot clock. Fareed, a screen on Crawford. Wing shot on the way, and good, he nails it. Harris has got 19 points.
And Harris is a smart player who loves getting chances to shoot from exactly those spots on the floor.
Crawford outside. The feed to Davis. And they double up Davis. Back to Crawford. Holiday, no one around him. Good on the triple. And the Pelicans lead by 12.
I mean, this quarter belongs to him. They got to feed him.
Nelson against Holiday. Nelson dishes to Gallinari. Harris outside. Jacks up a three. Harris missing again.
Well, a fast start in the first half. Looks like he's playing the second half in the mud.
Pondexter kicks to Montejunas. Dishes to Pondexter. Here's Davis. And it's Denver with the rebound. Nelson outside. Gallinari with the screen for Nelson. The three. Second shot opportunity, and count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And what a turnaround from the first half. I mean, he's been incredible here in the second half.
Ejuan Moore is checked in for Jordan Crawford. And that one misses.
I felt like he was a little hesitant in the first half, but really he's amping himself up here and battering around to get himself to the free throw line.
Free throw good, Pondexter. All free throws good from Pondexter.
And they've been so steady at the line in the second half. Gotten a good volume of free throws and converting at a high clip.
Now, here is Nelson. And Fareed kicks to Jokic. Pushing it up. Jokic with the steal. Yep, it goes in, and the Pelican lead is cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Gallinari.
How about the quick hands on the steal and the quick feet on the break?
Attack mode initiated all the way from start to finish. The other side didn't know what hit him.
Denver's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Nelson kicks to Gallinari. Here's the break. Here's Moore. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. The Nuggets trail by 12. Inside, here's Jokic. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Monty Eunice, and so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. Cunningham, he's checked in for New Orleans. The first free throw is good.
And hasn't had as many opportunities at the line as he did in that first half.
Both good from the line that time. New Orleans leading by 10. Holiday, the pass to Moore. He feeds it to Cunningham. Nelson against Holiday. Pondexter dishes to Cunningham. Offensive rebound. And Davis puts it in. Davis has got 39.
That play was all about AD and his hustle. Just a great job snagging that board and dropping it in.
Harris outside. The baseline J. That's short off the rim.
He's not sure if he ran out of energy at halftime or what, but so far just not himself in the second half.
Cunningham gets the bucket.
Well, if you're going to give them layups, there's no way you're going to get back in this game.
Yeah, buckling down on defense, the key here. No more easy buckets, no more layups. Has to be the mantra as they try to mount that comeback.
Now, here is Nelson. Inside. It's stolen by Davis. And here is Moore. Davis kicks to Pondexter. There's the pick. Davis sets a screen. I think everyone would agree that NBA players now spend more time developing their strength and athleticism than in the past. Maybe Michael Jordan was the first to really popularize that. How would you approach it if you were coming into the league now?
Well, I think every player understands that when you improve the most, Kevin, it's during the offseason. So guys either ask other players in their area who it is that they're working with and try to get together so that they have some company while they're in the gym, or they find some trainers that are going to push the limits of their potential so that in the offseason they can come back next year bigger, better, and stronger for that season.
How can you play in the league now if you don't have a very comprehensive off-season schedule?
It's absolutely a year-round job, and there's some people on both coasts and in the Midwest that specialize in getting NBA players in particular ready for their next campaign.
Fareed, and goaltending is going to be the call, so they get the basket there anyway.
Yeah, you gotta like the aggressive D going for the block, but he got it just as it was on its way down.
Some changes for New Orleans. Solomon Hill, he's checked in for Pondexter. And it's Frazier in for Drew Holiday. One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
Frazier kicks to Hill. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Davis. And it's sent back by Plumlee.
Big athletic guys like Plumlee, hard to get your shot over them before they can get their hands up.
Murray with it. So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Demarcus. What did the team do tonight that really allowed you to be so effective out there?
Sharing the ball. That's the main thing. I mean, as what the keys to this team winning, I always say that's sharing the ball. So when we play that way, it's hard to beat us.
Yeah, the ball was really moving around there tonight. Thanks very much. Congratulations. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it for the first game of the NBA season. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. And Ernie Johnson is still in the building, folks, for the postgame show. Coming up next,
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you so much, Kevin. And with this one in the books, we're Anthony Davis. He was a madman in that last quarter. His passion, commitment to winning, just on another level compared to most of the guys out there tonight.
When he's on his game, Anthony Davis is the best power forward in the NBA. He can run.
And that's it for tonight. But we've got a whole new NBA season ahead of us. For Shaquille O'Neal, for Kenny the Jet Smith, for Kevin Harlan, wherever he might be, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again very soon.